Hi, my name's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I'm going to share with you a tarot spread I created. It's called the Numeric Path. And what it incorporates is the numerology from the minor arcana 1 through 10. And those are going to be our placement points for our cards. And then the second layer of numerology that comes into this is how we are going to shuffle and count down in the deck to get a card for each placement. And then kind of the third layer of numerology that comes into the reading is when you are reading the cards, if like a 1 shows up in the 1 position, 2 shows up in the 2, etc., and so on. So there's 10 cards to this reading, and I'll tell the placements of them whenever I'm doing the reading itself, but I just have like a keyword as the placement. So like placement number 1 is beginning. Placement number 2 represents balance. Placement number 3 represents growth or a change that needs to happen or, take place. This spread is good for all types of readings, whether you want to do something on relationships or about a job, a career change, or anything like that. And what it does is it shows you from beginning to end and the different aspects that need to be looked into in regards to whatever your single question is. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle up the deck, and I'm going to show you how to lay out the cards, and we're going to go ahead and get into this reading. So today we're going to use fictional Diane, who is lost in her life. She's not sure what direction or where she should go next. She's just feeling a void and needing some guidance towards that. So you're going to shuffle your cards in whatever manner you shuffle them. That makes absolutely no difference until you feel that it's complete. I always shuffle until some sort of jumper comes out. So, okay. So here is our card number 1. So you're going to push that down in placement number 1. Now no more shuffling. You don't shuffle anymore. So now we're going to start counting down in our deck. So for placement number 2, you're going to discard 1 and take the second card. For placement 3, you're going to discard 2 and take the third card. 4, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to take the fourth card. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to take card 5. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's card 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Card 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Card 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Card 9. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's card 10. Okay, so we have our card placement here, and remember the question is Diane isn't sure where to go with her life. She feels like there's some sort of void and is just wanting some sort of direction. So placement number 1 is significant because a 1 came out for that place. And this is the beginning. So we have the Magician here, and this is really saying this is the time to make these changes, to get that creative energy flowing, to figure out what it is that you're wanting in your life. everything that you possibly need is already here and available to you. You are just needing to take the first step forward and to start creating it, what you want to start bringing to fruition, the magic that you really want to start bringing into your life again. And so, like I said, since a 1 fell in a 1, this is a really significant thing for her, that this is the time to go. So here, card number 2, this is position of balance. So something that needs balanced in her life. And we have the 8 of Wands, and that's that, you know, I kind of see the 8 of Wands as a chaotic energy. It could be an exciting energy also. But considering it's in a balanced position, the very first thing I get is be careful what you're putting out there. It's coming back to you just as quickly as you're putting it out. So if you want something different, you have to put out a different energy in order to get a different energy in return. So that would be one thing that I would tell them. I would also maybe say that there's some things that are out of control. Maybe she's making too many quick decisions and not thinking anything through, and there needs to be a better balance with that, and not rushing forward so quickly to get involved into something without thinking of the consequences of it first. So that's what I would say with position 2. Over here in position 3 is our growth and change position. And we have the star. And I would tell her that she needs to really start believing in herself. She needs to start believing that something better is out there. She needs to start believing that she deserves that something better too, with the star being in that growth and change. Because if you don't have a faith or belief in yourself, how are you going to take those steps forward to actually change and create the life that you want to start leading? Over here, we have card in position 4, stability and foundation. We have the 9 of Wands. So what I see with the 9 of Wands in a foundation position is she's really gone through a difficult time, and we can already see that coming up here with this 10 of Swords right next to it. So she's in a place of rebuilding, of gathering her resources together, of getting to a place of healing, of stepping back and maybe stepping out of that chaotic energy that is going here or happening here in position 2 of balance, and taking a moment to really breathe and come back to herself and realize that she can't keep going like this. She can't keep getting involved in that that chaos, and like I said, beginning a healing process. So over here in her challenge position, we have the 10 of Swords. And the problem is of why she is feeling this void, or why Diane feels like she can't, you know, move forward, or what she needs to do to move forward, is because she's really focused on all those pains and devastation or loss and grief that she's gone through, and she cannot move out of it. She's stuck in that, and it's becoming a challenge because it's having a hard time believing in herself because of this being knocked down so many times. That's making it hard to basically start over again, start from square one. So then we come down here to position 6. And this is something that Diane needs to reevaluate in regards to maybe why she wants to change her life, or why she feels that there's a void. And we have the 4 of Pentacles here in position 6. And I would say for her to look at what she is clinging to, what she is holding on to that she thinks is bringing her comfort, but is it really comforting her anymore? Is she just holding on to it for old time's sake, basically. Is she worried about her finances if she starts over? Does starting over maybe involve a new move to a different location for her? And so she could be concerned about what that's going to do with her finances too, and the process of all of that. And to look at her savings and to look at what she has set back. And if it's something that's feasible for her, if this move is involved in this figuring out this new path in her life. But I would really see this as what kind of comforts that she is holding on to that's really not necessary anymore, that she needs to start letting go of. So here we have position 7, and we have a 7 in that position. So this is another card that is going to hold a lot of significance and carry a lot of weight in this reading, just like the Magician is in position number 1. So what is her perspective and intent around this new direction that she is wanting in her life? Well, the very first thing is, I would say that she needs to face up to the fact that she's not being honest with herself. She's not being honest with herself by about maybe things that have happened in the past and how they occurred. And she needs to really face up to that first and get a new perspective on that first in order to have this new path, a new direction in her life, in order to not have this void any longer. As long as she keeps lying to herself about how things are or how things were, she's never going to be able to move past it, which is already becoming or already a challenge for her right now in this present moment. The second card that holds significant, or the third card, I'm sorry, that holds significant weight for her is right here. This is our position 8, and it's our progress position, and it's the 8 of Cups. Everything inside of her is telling her it is time to move on. This is no longer fulfilling you. This is no longer lighting a fire within you anymore. It's an emotional thing to let go and move on from, but it is something significant that needs to happen in order to have this fresh start on life and head in a whole new direction. If you're going to continue to stay here, you're never going to be able to emotionally let go. And that's where her inner strength is coming forward and letting her know that she is ready for this move. So now we have 3 cards that are really significant in this reading because they all fell in the position related to their numbers. So that's something to think of. And then for position 9 is our fulfillment. How would this fulfill her life in some way? And so we have the 10 of Wands here. And so you think, well, how is the 10 of Wands going to fulfill her? And what I would say to this is, if you are really wanting this new lease on life, this new start in some way, you have got to put down the baggage that you're carrying with you. You're carrying everything from your past with you. All this grief, all this pain, all these setbacks that you've been going through, you have packed up on your cow, I think that is right here, and you're bringing the baggage with you. You're carrying it. It's carrying some more for you. You have to let some stuff go. So if you want the fulfillment that you are desiring, that you are really wanting to obtain, then you have got to lay to rest some of those old stories. Regain faith in yourself that you are capable of doing this, because these stories, they're part of your past, but they're not who you are anymore, is what I would say to this. And then finally, we come over here to position 10, which is our outcome position. So what is the outcome of, this whole thing? Yes, it's time. It's ready. She's ready to start on this fresh new adventure, this new life, to get out of this state of feeling lost or feeling a void in her life. And with the 10 or the knight, I'm sorry, of swords right here, he's charging forward. He's going for it. He has a plan in place and he's following through with it. And that's kind of what I would say to her. So, you have the idea of where you want to go. You have the idea of what you want to do next, of what you feel is already missing in your life. So go for it. Start figuring out how to put all those pieces together right now in order to do this, to take off, jump on that bike and go. Leave this behind. Don't carry it with you. You're moving into that emotionally stable place to, move away from it right now. So take advantage of that. So it's a really great spread to get a full outlook to a single question. And I really like all the layers of numerology, the placement, and like I said, using the meanings of the numerology of 1 through 10, counting down in the deck, adding that layer in, and then seeing if any of the cards actually show up in the positions of 1 through 10, like I said, with the corresponding number. So these two things are really significant of finally walking away and being true. I mean, being honest with yourself about what is really happening in your life and what you're not facing. Especially since this 7 is facing this 8, she needs to be honest with what she's not facing and take accountability for that so she can process it and move on and step into that magician energy and start creating that exciting and fulfilling life that we all, want to live. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you do like it, I am going to start offering this reading to clients. It will be available in my Carrie's Mystical Musings group. All my stuff is always linked in the description box below. If you don't want to order it there, you can order it from me. It's going to eventually be up on my Ko-fi commissions page also, so you can look for it there. But I do offer a discount in my Facebook group, so just know that. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you being here. If you like this spread, let me know in the comments below. Maybe there's a spread like this already out there. I'm just not aware of it. And like I said, I've used this for several different things with great results. So did I say if you like this video, give it a thumbs up? You know the drill. So until I see you next time, bye.